Featuring the new OS 2.0 release for the MPC 5000. The important thing to know is this OS comes directly from our users, from forums, from emails that we've received.
The Akai MPC 5000. What had happened was, what's up? You got your boy Dyreck, aka Native Shades, and I'm gonna take you through what was the MPC 5000. So the 5000, this MPC came out around 2009, 2010. And Akai promoted this MPC as their greatest flagship. I mean, when you look at the NAMM product reviews and everything, the 5000 was supposed to be featured packed. This was supposed to be the MPC of all MPCs. And that's kind of where the 5000 went wrong. It wasn't so much about the product, the MPC 5000, because it was a great MPC. The problem with the 5000 was more of a situation when Big Brother lied to us. Well, with the MPC 5000, Akai made the mistake of not being very transparent with its customer. Akai underestimated its customer. Now, the MPC 5000 is a great MPC, but when it came out, they pushed it, they marketed it as better than the MPC 4000. They said, hey, you know what, this is the 5000, this is, you can do real synthesis in this is the sampler beyond any other sampler. This is the best sampler that you can possibly get. It's much better than the 4000. I mean, they literally said this in NAMM and things like that. So basically, the people who purchased the MPCs came out and they, when they purchased the MPC, they found out, hey man, this isn't better than the 4000. What's going on here? You know what I mean? There are things that I can do on the 4000 that I can't do here. Akai really wanted to put out the product as the MPC 3500. It was supposed to be a continuation of what the 3000 was, which would have made sense. You know what I'm saying? If it was the MPC 3500, it would have made sense. But, as rumor has it, somebody in the upper Akai management said, hey man, if you come out and call this thing the 3500, they're going to think the 4000 is better and they're not going to buy it. And to tell you the truth, he was probably right. He was probably right. They probably should have named it the MPC, I don't know, something else like the MPC M or something like that. But because of that, they was like, oh, okay, yeah, well, let's call it the MPC 5000. You know what I'm saying? Even though it didn't have the features that the 4000 had, it didn't have all the features that the 4000 had. Now, the MPC 5000 also took a bad rap when it was first introduced because they said, hey man, this is the greatest MPC of all time. I remember Just Blaze put out a famous rant where he was just tearing down the 5000 because supposedly he was like, man, when Jay-Z was doing his song, he was like, I had 83 sample chops and I want to have them all pitched up. So you're telling me I couldn't just pitch up the whole program just at one time? I got to go to each individual sample and pitch it up? What's going on here? So when the MPC 5000 came out, it had a lot of bugs and it wasn't the sampler that it ended up being yet. There was a lot of quirks that they had to work out. So because of the famous rant, the internet wasn't the internet that we know now, that rants and things like that will get lost in the internet. No. If you had a famous producer rant on your product, it was pretty much the end for your product. So because of that rant, people was like, nah, man, I'm not messing with the 5000, man. Nah, the 4000 is much better than that. I'm not getting that. What? You getting the 5000? You crazy, man. And that's how people felt about the 5000. what happened, Akai is actually a good company. They fixed all the bugs. I think they made a new OS, and the new OS was dope. And the MPC 5000 is actually a dope MPC. You can do a whole bunch of things. It has like a synthesis simulator. You have, I think, audio tracks in it. It has a lot of things. You can hook up a turntable to it and stuff like that. You can do a lot with the 5000. But you know what they say about a reputation? It takes 20 years to build and 20 seconds to ruin. And because of that bad rap that the 5000 initially got, you have people that just didn't want to give it a second chance, that just was like, nah, forget that. Nah, I'm not messing with the 5000. F that. Because that's when Big Brother lied to us, or at least the world changed. It was no longer Big Brother tells you what it is and you just got to take it. No, now people expected you to be transparent with your customer. So throughout that, Akai learned this lesson, and there's some people that still brought a 5000. I got a 5000, and I'm telling you, man, it's a beast of an MPC. Anybody with the 5000 know it's a great MPC, but it still holds that reputation. It's like it's like the stepchild MPC. You could say that. It's just people, when they think of it, it's just like, oh, nah, Kai lied to us. So it kind of holds that kind of reputation. But the 5000 is a good MPC. It can basically do. It's almost like a DAW. You can basically do anything you want or need to do. The MPC X and the newer MPCs now, they're just kind of like more advanced versions of what the 5000 was when it came out. But the 5000, if you have it now, man, you can use that thing, and you have a music production workhorse. Just do everything that you need to be doing on a music production center. So yeah, so that's the MPC 5000. What had happened was so if you dig the video, like and subscribe. With that being said, this is your boy Dyreck, aka Native Shades, signing off.